all the conversation I have lately is that so many people, regardless where they are in the world, they're feeling tired, overwhelmed by life, uncertain about life, about finances, about the well-being of the children, the family. There's just an overall feeling of uneasy. Most people have been talking about struggling and feeling that the world is becoming crazier. As we coming closer to 2026, there's something that I wanted to share with you, something that was in my mind for a while now. I've been traveling for 2 months around Africa. Before that, I was in Paris, Spain, Germany. I've traveled a lot this year. I did my year of inventory. If you know Mel Robbins, she's giving away this free on her channel. It's best year ever 2026. Make this your best year. It's really insightful of how your year went. I'm planning to do a live with it if you want to join, certainly on the tomorrow. We talk a lot about reinventing ourselves. I've been trying to figure out my goals for next year and I just couldn't. As soon as you open your phone, right, there's so many things that are thrown at you. Drama, politics that are going bonkers all over the world, right? So many things are happening that are making us feel so insecure about life, right? I believe that instead of thinking that we need to fix our lives, instead we need to take our lives back, to stop feeling overwhelmed by life and feeling like life is happening to us and that we're reacting to it, and instead being proactive about life, being decisive about how we want our life to be, and making sure that life doesn't happen to us. There's one thing that I've learned, guys, along the years, as I've been moving countries to countries, shedding old identities of who I thought I was supposed to be, right? The one thing that is sure is that if you are waiting for life to become calm before you start living your life, this is a trap you're gonna be in for a very long time, because we cannot wait for the world to become calmer and for life to be steady to start living. Otherwise, we will never live our lives, right? That's the first point that I wanted to talk about. There will always be uncertainty in the world, right? Politics happening, stress, money issue, kids issues, friendship breakdown or whatever, work trouble. There's gonna always be something not working, right? This is just life. That's how it is. So the work we need to do is not really about what's happening around us, because life is still happening whether we like it or not. It's more about internal work, and we all know that, right? It's really how we react to what's happening around us, right? What we allowing to disturb inside us, what we allowing to disturb our peace. And that's a work that I need to, for myself, do this year moving forward, because I saw that I had shed old ideas, old belief system. But while traveling mainly in Africa, and when I came to my home country in Gabon and Cameroon, I got sucked back into old habit that I saw that I had shed before. And so that's something that I need to carry forward to make sure that I create stronger boundaries about what I want to allow or not into my life. First thing often that we do in the morning is reach out on our phone, and what's on our phone is just craziness around the world. It's loudness. It's so many things that before we even have the time to have a cup of coffee or just breathe, we already bombarded with whatever happening in the world, right? And we allow that in our lives so early in the morning. Imagine how it can set the day for us. So I'm gonna go back to what I was doing before. It's making sure that in the morning I practice self-care right from the beginning, whether it's doing a quick meditation, stretching, drinking a glass of water, praying. Do something that feels good, something that fulfills your soul instead of something that's gonna drain your energy right from the beginning. So when you put your feet on the ground, you already been beaten up by the world, right? That doesn't set the tone for having an amazing day. I don't know if you agree with that. We often feel like we need to have clarity, to be clear about our goals or whatever before taking actions. And let me tell you that with all the trips that I took this year, guys, I was not certain about anything. I was not ready. I didn't have all the answers. For a lot of them, I took actions, right? Because I knew that no matter what, this is what I wanted to do and things will align with it. And I will put everything in my power to make it happen. That's an amazing experience that came out of taking action and not waiting for everything to be perfectly aligned. So that's something that we need to take forward to make sure that we're taking our life back, not wait for the right moment, because there's no right moment. There's never a right moment. There's always something that's going to happen. So we need to decide. One other realization I have, and check that for yourself, is that a lot of us chasing old dreams that a younger version of ourselves wanted, or maybe goals that we had even a year back, right? But that doesn't align with who we are today anymore, right? We shift, we grow, we evolve all the time with learnings. We get stuck there, wanting to do something that doesn't fulfill us anymore. It's very important to let go of what's not serving us anymore, okay? And that's something that I need to do for the next year coming, right? Really making sure that I leave behind the things that don't serve me. So at this stage of my life, I care less about trying to prove something to anybody, but more about how I feel inside. That's what's more important to me. I want to be able to live a life that feels more like me, a life that I love. I want to create a life on my terms, something that make me feel fulfilled. Simplicity is your superpower. We overcomplicate life. We overcomplicate things. Instead, let's focus on things that really matter to us. It's the direction that I'm inviting you to take for 2026. And I think the word that I want to take forward this year is to focus on one thing. Focus on one direction and get good at it, right? As women, we multitask, but we often get us overwhelmed. And what's that word? Overwhelmed. So focus is the word of the year. Focus for my health, for my YouTube channel, for my relationships, etc. Focus. That's a big one for us YouTubers, right? And just in life, it's trusting the process and staying even when it feels uncomfortable, right? When nobody is there to clap, when you have a video and you have 3 views and you put your hard work at it, staying when it's quiet, right? When you start questioning yourself, am I taking the right direction? And it's usually where people quit, including myself. At that moment, when it gets so uncomfortable that growth is happening, we usually quit before that, all right? So this year, I invite you, whether it's for weight loss, where you plateau for weeks, you're not seeing anything happening, but things are working in the background. As long as you're taking the action that you should be taking and you don't see result, because we so wanting quick result, is to stay put and to stay where you are and stay the course. That's something that we need to work on. Things are being put in place. When the right moment will be here, it will happen. But I'm reading again The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Read that book if you haven't, or it's on Audible, you can listen to it as well. and ownership, taking responsibility for every aspect of your life is extremely important, right? We can decide that we are the master of our life, that we decide what enter into our space or not. We decide what we allow, we tolerate. We decide what direction our life is taking. So taking ownership for how your life is turning. We have to be decisive about the way we want our life to go, and taking the action that goes with the life that we want to have, instead of complaining about how our life are but not doing anything to change it. Not for self. I've been complaining about how money is a struggle. I've invested in a business right now where I'm a travel ambassador. It's an amazing business that allows me to travel luxury and earn money, but also travel at a discounted price. This is all that I need. Being 50 today, guys, yes, I'm backpacking. I love backpacking. But after 2 months backpacking around Africa, guys, luxury is good. And I'm ready to have a bit of luxury. And that new opportunity is offering me to travel more luxury at a cheaper price and earning money at the same way. By the way, if you want to know more about that, check my description. I have a link there to book a free call with me, so I can tell you about that. And I also have an ebook, a company that I directly worked with, to be digital nomad and location independent, meaning that you can work wherever you want in the world because you work remotely with a company that allows you to work worldwide. Check out the link below where you can get the free ebook. So my friend, if you are entering 2026 feeling uncertain, right? You're not the only one, and you're not behind. A lot of us are in that boat. Life is expensive everywhere. The world is crazy in most places. Politics are bonkers in most places, right? But we still can decide of the way we want our life to be. There's choices to make, there's decision to make. And we need to focus on having the best year ever, right? And making a plan of what you want your year to look like. It's not about perfection. Well, we know that progress, not perfection. Through small changes and intentional choices, we can make things change and happen in our lives. Guys, all I'm saying is also for myself, okay? I'm tired of being sick and tired of being overwhelmed and not being financially free. So 1st of January, I'm starting something that I'm calling the 90-day blitz, meaning for 90 days, something that I'm doing with my job, but I've decided to adapt it to my life. I'm take 90 days to follow a routine. I did the 75 balance alongside Dora, who did the 75 hard, and this has been one of the best experience. And when I was in Zanzibar, I did the low carb with Pam, and these as well did really complement the 75 balance. So I'm taking everything that worked for me in 2025 and carrying forward with it, but for 90 days. So I will talk more in details about how my 90-day decision worked from the 1st of January. I'm talking about decision because it's the commitment, right, that I'm gonna put in place for myself the next 90 days. Life is not going to change because you wish it, but it's because you take action. Guys, I'm talking to myself. Happy New Year's, guys.